Car said it wanted valve springs first. That's what started us all, was valve springs. Ended up tearing the heads down, rebuilding the heads, and now I have my X pipe out. Yeah, fun stuff. But it all need to be done anyway. All that stuff was leaking and need to be tightened back up and re-looked at. So, here we go. All right, looking at my header right here, right? So this is the factory ones that I had on there. These are the Ford Motorsport ones. These are the old 1.5 inch tubes. These are the bigger 5/8 tubes, right? And you can see here that these have all the little dents and stuff in there, and you know they're really pinched off. It ain't no 1.5 inch because that's the cross section I'm getting, right? So we're going to upgrade these puppies right here that don't have that in there. Good ports, right? Got a really good header clearance in there, or the steering sector clearance, right? You can see the difference between those two. And foiled, and not the math kind either. So these are the 1 5/8 headers that I had laying around. Thought they're for 302, but they're for 302. Yeah, I'm not going to do that in car. Double foiled. Sitting the starter up on this side. I'm trying to. There we go. If it ain't hitting, that's awful close. So, yeah, I guess I'm not going to use these. So I got the crappy stock ones on, which is still better than a cast iron manifold. And I'm putting my X pipe in. So, X pipe, I'll show you what that means. I got dual exhaust in here. It's a V8. You got two sides of the engine. So this ties both sides of the engine together. Looks like an X. That's why it's called an X. These from the factory come with an H pipe, which is just a straight pipe that goes over instead of the X, right? So the technique I'm using for this heavy hunk of metal is I'm just kind of walking it up, and I got my jack stands. I'll do one side a little bit, then I'll get the other side in there a little bit. Let's see right here. I have that jack stand up underneath the O2 sensor there, and I just keep going up a little bit at a time, and just walk it up in there. For you guys who have a lift, so this is how you do it. If you're like pretty much everyone else who works on cars, you got to do it in your garage. Get the car jacked up pretty high, which see back there, the rear end's jacked up, front end's jacked up. And I was trying to do it without that much height, and it wasn't really working very well. So, anyways, I'll keep chugging away at progress and show you the next part. Okay, I'm getting the exhaust on, and I'm using the red high temp RTV on my exhaust connections. So there's no gasket on these buggers. That's why I'm using that as a little extra protection, because this is old. It's been together a few times, so it's not going to come together like something brand new. So I did it on my tailpipes, which if we look at the other side of the connector over here, looks like those headers. I'm trying to reach. So that's what we got. It's just a ball and socket style. So the other end of the pipe is the same thing. As I crawl out, reset my light. So the other end of the pipe is the same thing. I'll show you on these headers here. So the pipe does the same thing and connects to the header. So I'll have it on the pipe side as well. So that is an appropriate place to use silicone. And I need to, well, silicone's drying, so I got to get at it. Okay, I have it in, not tightened down. So I have the jack stand up underneath the X pipe there. Oh, keep forgetting I can see fine and the camera can't. So I have that up there to hold pressure about where they need to be when I come up here and torque the header tubes in there. You're just not going to be able to see that really. I have to crawl all the way back underneath there. Maybe you can see it. So whenever I torque those down, they'll be in the right position. So that's the next step, is torque those. Might as well hook up my O2 sensors, right? Hook those up and then just work my way back and tighten up the tailpipes. And done. It just hopped in there. No, not really. It's a huge pain in the butt, especially on my back without a lift and a hand. So take it through your exhaust guide if you got the money. That's the easiest way to do it. Alright, we just got the exhaust in. That took a lot of time. It'd be very helpful to have another hand if you're doing this yourself. This car, given everything leaks it's old, you can see just how greasy, nasty it is doing this job. But on the reassemble, and that is, I think that's the last big, nasty, greasy, tough part that I have to do. The rest of it is pretty much buttoning it up and get fired up. So, next step is, I don't know, I'm tired. I'm gonna go get cleaned up and then figure out what I want to do next. Not today. I'm gonna go watch some of y'all other YouTubers out there, get caught up on watching that. Since it's the weekend, and give you guys some likes and subscribes. Or, well, I'm already subscribed. Give you guys some likes and comment on your stuff. So that's Funky50. Need to catch up on Neo Mustangs, Brutal. I think. Oh yeah, the Autocross Fox channel that is escaping my mind right now. So I just have to write it up because, well, I'm tired. I just did a transmission out, threw my exhaust in. Warhorse Racing, that's what it is. So I'm going to go get caught up on Warhorse Racing 2 and anyone else who has some new content out that I haven't watched next. So that's important. I'm a creator, they're content creators. Build a community and help each other out. Well, I'm tired, I'm rambling, so on to the next segment.